As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. When Bismillah Khan ji was 5 years old, he used to play gilli danda. You must have heard gilli danda. Near a pond in the ancient means old, estate of Dumrao in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihari Ji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. He would regularly go to the temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. Why did he go there? Because at the end of which he would get a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. For winning that prize, he used to go to the temple. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. This was the distance covered by Bismillah Khan ji. As he was only 5 years old, he used to win the prize laddu 1.25 kg weight. But at that time he was unaware that he was going to get the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's Court. His father Pagambar Baks and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Paternal ancestors means ancestors of the father. It means you can see that he acquired the skill of playing Shehnai from his ancestors. As his grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's Court, and his father also was the paternal ancestors, and other paternal ancestors were great Shehnai players. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated. Fascinated means attracted, watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. When he went to his maternal uncle's house with his mother, at the age of 3 only, he was attracted to see his uncles playing the Shehnai. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Baks was employed to play the Shehnai. Ali Baks would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated. Captivated means attracted, for hours on end. On end means for a long time without stopping. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangal Maiya and the banks of Ganga became the young apprentice. Apprentice means a person who is under training. Favorite haunts. Haunts means a place that you visit regularly, where he could practice in solitude. Solitude means being alone. Means he used to sit at the bank of river Ganga to practice alone for long time. The flowing water of Ganga inspired him to improvise the invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. The flowing water of Ganga inspired him a lot, and it helped him invent many ragas which were earlier considered that these ragas are not possible to be played on Shehnai, but he invented many ragas to be played on the Shehnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At 14 years old, when he was 14 years old, he went with his uncle Ali Bucks to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital means performance, Ustad Faiz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." Means keep working hard and one day you will achieve your target. With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. All India Radio is a radio station and he started performing on the air means All India Radio in Lucknow. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. As I told you earlier also in the beginning that he was a legend. He played Shehnai at the Red Fort before the speech of the first Prime Minister. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. Now, which rag he played there at the Red Fort? That was Rag Kafi. And in the audience there were Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru were also sitting. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Taken in by means attracted or charmed by, and souvenirs means things given in memory of a place, person or event. Means the king of Afghanistan was very attractive by his performance that he gave so many gifts to Bismillah Khan ji. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated, to be attracted with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Goonj Uthi Shehnai is a Hindi film title. The film was a hit and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. Chartbuster means record breaker. Despite his huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two. Celluloid means old-fashioned way of referring to films, and ventures means projects that often involve risk. Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas Kannada venture Sanadhi Apna. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Emphasis means to lay stress on something. Means he was not happy with the artificiality and the glamorous of the film world. That's why he was limited to only two films. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Central Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal. First, he was invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Central Hall in USA, and after that he took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, Australia, in the Cannes Art Festival and in the Osaka Trade Fair, that is in Japan. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran is in Iran, was named after him, Teher Mosik Ustad Bismillah Khan. An auditorium in Tehran, Iran was named after him, Teher Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. National awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. Conferred means given or usually an award or a degree. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award. Coveted means much desired. Resting on his chest and his eyes glinting. Glinting means shining. With rare happiness, he said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." He gave message to every Indian to teach their children to learn music, because West people are also coming to India to learn music. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Sahab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. Although he travelled all over the world, still he was fond of his birthplace. He was connected to the soil of India. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating. Replicating means making a copy of something, the temples there. But Khan Sahab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. He asked that boy that is he be able to transport the river Ganga there in USA? Shows her attachment to river Ganga. Later he is remembered to have said, "That is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan." Yearning means to have a longing or a desire for something. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique Matha of Dumrao. What does it prove? That he was connected, he was attached to his roots. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. That means his work was beyond the religion barrier. One that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Devout means believing strongly in a religion and obeying its laws and following its practices. He was a devout Muslim, but he used to play Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. This shows that he did not have any barrier in his mind. So he was a Muslim, but before that he was a true Indian. He passed away on 21st August 2006 after a prolonged illness. So this chapter completes here. Thank you.